That might be a bit better. Right. I don't know if this is working, guys, because I haven't got a clue. Right, so soon find out. And if you can't hear me, please put a comment up, because I am trying to see if it is. Right, live. Yeah, it is. Hey. Right, and see if I can actually get this so I can actually see live chat. Right, so that probably one is me or someone else. Right, just see if I can actually see the chats on this, because I haven't got a freaking clue what I am doing. Right, if there's anybody watching, please say hello so I can actually see. Can you hear me? Because I don't know if you can or not. I'm trying to get everything to work, and I'm trying to look at the chat on the computer at the same time so I can actually read things. There we go. Let's see. Come on, you stupid thing. Alright. Well, I'm basically, oh God's sake, gonna be, right. Well, people are watching, so say hello. There we go. Thanks, mate. Yep. Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah. Literally everything's good at the moment. So Rich isn't here because he's actually off listening to a medieval music concert, I think, or something like that. So he's basically sitting there getting bored, probably him. All right. Format, basically, Rich has lent me his phone, so I'm doing it in my little painting room. For just a quick live chat. So if anything looks weird or different, that's why, because I haven't got a clue what I'm doing when it comes to anything that's technical. All right. I'll try and get that light so it's not some. That's a bit better. All right. So I say, just talk, because I hate doing this kind of stuff. All right. All I'm going to be doing is basically sitting here, doing a bit of painting, talking to you lot, and see how things go for an hour or so. But wait, what's this? Nah, he's not, mate. I think he said he was a medieval music concert he was going to, so he's going to be sitting there. Actually, if someone else was, he's probably sitting there watching this just to wind me up, and then be bored. Yeah, it's my little man cave, mate. It's not usually this messy because my darling partner, my wife, decided that she's going to use it to dump some of her stuff in it. Where I was hoping just to move all her crap out. So basically, if I do this, guys, I've got stacks of stuff up there, stacks of stuff up there. Behind there, I've got a what do you call it? Little spray booth. Up there is all my other cases, load of other junk, and more cases. So, and just loads of paints. So quick tour of that. So yeah, it's my little man cave. So I can actually sit in here and do stuff without getting interrupted by a host of children, animals, and anything else. So yeah, I have actually got a coffee just for tonight. So this is what's not too bad. But yeah, what I've done, put it on the TV, the screen on the computer, so I can actually read the comments. But comments are coming on the side, but it's actually easy to read this, to be honest. What I've been working on today is with the I'll put my glasses on because I can't see else. It's some bolt action stuff. Some bolt throwers for my Northern Alliance, so I can get those done for the siege that we're working on, as you would know. So I finished all those, just waiting for it to dry so I can actually stick the other stuff on, and then I'm basically going back to painting up some lovely gobbos. So, oh no, well, I haven't got cardboard cut out of him, but if you ever played against him, you would know that sometimes he turns into one of these little rookie with his tantrums all crying, and so yeah, when he sees that, he's going to go mental. But yeah, so he is with us, but in Wookiee form. Right? He's going to hate me for doing that, which serves him right. Well, I say we're working on a. I'm alright, mate. Thanks. But yeah, I've just finished off my normal light stuff for the tournament, not tournament, for the siege that we're doing. I had a good game of Kings of War last night though at the club that Exploding Nate's Tom runs, Kings of War again. But yeah, it was a pretty good close game. I mean, it was one. I mean, 1 minute I thought I was winning, then I was going to be losing, then I was winning, and it literally came down to a dice roll, a couple of dice rolls right at the very end that basically got us. Well, basically helped me win, and it was just sheer luck that he didn't kill a couple of my guys at the end either. Rethink the playing Final Liberation on the live stream. Oh, I don't know, mate. I haven't played that. I've been literally playing. Well, actually, before Great Live, I was playing Medieval Kings of War 2nd edition, and I got a bit carried away, and then I lost the castle. But I won't talk about that because it's not very good. If you hear some whinging, that's because my dog wants attention, and he's going to whinge like hell if we don't. Aren't you? He's done that. But anyway, so we'll just see how this goes. Like I said, we'll do a bit of painting as we do it, because else I haven't got a fucking clue what I'm doing really. I hate doing this single one-to-one. I like to have someone to back it off. Cobra, PLS. Okay, I don't know what that is. But so I'm going to be painting up some crew for my chariots, to be honest. And Rich did say when he did this one by himself, he said, "Oh, it was really nerve-wracking, really hard. He didn't know what to do, and he's dreading the silence." So yeah, so for my sake, if we can keep the comments coming in, because I will feel like a complete and utter Burke doing this if no one actually talks to me, because I'm not very good at yapping to myself. Well, I am, but I prefer it when people yap back, and that. If you can, please, guys. All right. So I'm doing Kings of War stuff at the moment. Jace, to get. Yeah, I know you're there. Now go on. Out. He's been a pain in the bum. Right. You're not sitting on my lap. No, you're not. Go on. Go away. Right. Yeah. Oh, nice one, mate. When you finish them, you doing a video for those, because I'd love to see the conversion job you was doing. Yeah, I know you was painting them up the other day, some bits and pieces. But yeah, I'd love to see the. If you're making a video for them, mate, I'd love to see it put up. So it'll be nice, especially with the new ones come out. You want to see the pooch? Yeah, it's not. I mean, small. Well, he is, but he's a freaking heavy lump. Come here, you dumb dog. Two. Wait. There. See? Smelly doggy. And yeah. That's what he looks like, a big lump. Mate, if it's your first attempt, it's going to look good anyway. I mean, not funny, but your paint job's always good. But yeah. Right, you paying attention? So now you got just look him up. Oh. Right. This is your toy. Now go get it. Go Go on, you big baby. Oh, yeah, thank you. Oh, that's him out for 5 minutes till he starts wearing. It's a pretty pain in the bum. But yeah, he's about 7, no. Yeah, 7 or 8, I think. Not too sure now. Yeah, it's a scruffy mutt. Oh, yeah. Yeah, big baby as well. But yeah. Yeah, he likes any attention, mate, to be honest. And he's got a thyroid problem, so we have to give him a bath every week anyway to keep it so he doesn't get too mank and sweaty because he gets really itchy ears. Now he can't make the tea, but he is he does the good curls, and he's warm, so he's good at things. So yeah, right, you pain. Go on, skiddo. But yeah, this is what he does a lot of. Bloody whinge. You're redoing your oh yeah, because you've got the Warhammer gobs, haven't you, Matt? Or you got the Kings of War gobos? Oh, yeah, that's fine, mate. Second Army. Oh, the Kings of War. Oh, mate, I would literally. I would literally just look at the models and see what you like. Oh, that's right. If you can't hear him whinge, that's ideal because he whinges like a pain in the bum when you don't get attention. Sorry, hi, Alissa. But yeah, I don't know what I'd do. I mean, I've got 2 Kings of War armies. I've got a dwarf one, old Warhammer one that I can actually convert to Kings of War. Oh, mate, that's a lot of gobos. Oh. Say Sigma. Okay, Sigma. I don't know why. But 2 mega boxes. You've got all the. Did a mega box come with a giant? Because I know it comes with a load of trolls. So I didn't want trolls in mine. I just wanted basic goblins. But the only troll unit I want to get for mine is the one that you can give them the exploding backpacks. They blow up. I just thought it'd be funny on those. But yeah. I just showed the dog, mate. Come here, you big pain in the arse. He ain't freaking light. He's a freaking hefty thing. Ain't ya? Yeah, there you go. See? Yeah. I mean, I like the giants. Yeah, he ain't cute when he's wanting attention every 24/7, and he weighs a ton. Don't ya? He's chunky. Chunky monkey. But yeah, yeah, I can actually beat him in a game as well. Not like everybody else who seems to beat me. But yeah, the giant. I like the giants, and they're cheap, and they're big. Hello, mate. But yeah, that's a lot of models. I mean, I can't say nothing. I built my goblins up with just ambush boxes, and then I brought a couple of bits on the just a couple of extra bits just to get the flea bag riders, and that I got a lot of it off the eBay, to be honest. The certain bits and pieces. So that's how I built mine up. But yeah, I mean, for a fair sizable army, it's a good laugh. And I got to admit, oh god, I've got rid of one comes the other cat. That's why I usually keep the door closed so that I don't get visitors. The game I had last night, I used the goblin formation where you got a mincer and 2 rabble with ensnare. Now, I didn't think they were going to be that good, but yeah, they were. They were quite impressive. They held up a cavalry unit of undead horsemen, Revenant cavalry, I think it was, for most of the game until I killed it in the end, just by sheer luck, I think. But yeah, they were quite little effective little army for that. Really enjoyed them. But the minces are always good, especially if you take them in a. Or one mincer in the formation, the troop mincers, that's got a snare as well. So that's, but I never got to use it. He shot that off the table with Balefire catapults, so I can actually get a chance to use it. But the other two regiments of mincers, they did quite a bit of damage, and the one unit actually won me the game in the end just because he couldn't take it out. So, but no. but yeah, no, it was. I mean, I say it was a really good game actually, really close game. We went back and forwards all the time. That's why I like Kings of War like that. And it was literally at the end of it, we kind of had we didn't have much left on the table, so it was close all the way for points ways for scoring and for killing each other's units. But yeah, Jumps out. Come on. Go on, there you go. Yeah, go chase the cat. That's better. Right, that's your second part on chasing the cats. But yeah, but no, so that's what I've been up to basically. Just so this paint up. What have you guys been doing? I mean, I know Danny's been painting models left, right, and centre for everybody, apart from himself probably. Right, Gav. So yeah, I'm literally painting up goblins. I've just got to get them finished. Yeah, I literally do. We got one dog, 4 cats, and a rabbit. So and none of them are my choice. Mate, that's cheap as chips. Christ. Tech Marine and the Thunderfire can for tenner. Bloody hell. That is as cheap as. What's a Thunderfire cannon? Artillery for Marines, but it's in. I think it came out in. Was it 4th or 5th? I think. I'm not sure now, but yeah, lovely model though. I've written the Tech Marine's really nice, and the Thunder Cannon is good actually. I mean, I've got one, but I've never actually got around to painting it properly or used it. But lovely bit of artillery. I mean, to be honest, you could say it represented a Fud gun in second almost. Would be actually quite good. You know, take that with a say. This is a Fud gun, and give it the same kind of rules. Actually, yeah, so I might have to do it myself now. I just thought of that. Get it painted up and use a Fud gun. Hi, Steve. No, it went out in third. Pretty sure it wasn't. I think it's either 4th or 5th, I think. But yeah, it was a lovely model. Oh yeah, it's at a medieval concert, so we'll jump in when I can. Yeah. In other words, he's in his princess dress, jumping up and down, screaming like a big girl at all the people playing their instruments. That's what he's doing, really. In his pink princess dress. Yeah. It's because Cat makes them especially for him so they fit. Well, actually, you say that. What I'm planning to do is a little bit of space over there. What I think I can actually get not a resin one, but the filament printer. I wanted to see how much get one of those because I was thought about it with the resin one. It's cleaning it all up, making sure I got in the room and that. But with the other one, it doesn't do that, and I mainly really just want it for scenery. To be honest, I've got enough miniatures as it is. I don't need a print anymore, so it'd be really for making scenery. I wouldn't know what he looks like in his penny, to be honest, mate. I don't really want to know. Yeah, even look, mate. But yeah, Yeah, he's probably in his little pink dress with his little pointy princess hat with a little bit of frill around the top and and all that lot. Yeah, get a troll anyway. Yeah, so he doesn't realise he's wearing his princess dress because if he's got this loud, he's going to get a slap from his missus. Yeah, cat will kill him. He's playing this. Yeah, but that was a green rim, mate. You wouldn't be touching that, would you? Oh God, no, no, yeah. Pink pea and green rims. That's a freaking picture. Oh, freaking hell no. He'll be he'll be saying something. I feel weakness after injection. I don't know. Oh no, no, oh, thanks, Panzer. But yeah, it is a bit weird actually not having someone actually to banter off to be honest. It's a bit new for me, but I honestly I don't know how some people do it by themselves, just talking to the screen and about stuff. It completely boggles me. I ain't got that kind of way with words. But actually, because you're constantly putting stuff up, freaking helps a lot. I tell you, it really does. But no. What I have to do, I've got to admit, after I've got done the gobblers, cooked dinner. See, my kids have actually gone out for dinner. They've gone out Wagamamas, I think, to eat. So I just have some in the oven. I'll have mine later, mate. Yeah, yeah. I ain't got the big old bug eyes ones, but this is actually quite the screen where this way I can actually see you guys a lot, or see a lot easier. But no, all I'm literally got to do this time is get some of these painted up, and then I've literally got to start Epic, and I've got to paint up another tank for Warlord, or else I won't have a proper army. Oh, actually, Jared all foot not using any vehicles. 16 dice limit. Time to throw dice. Actually, you're saying that. Was it morning glory? He was saying that he took a list of Germans and he didn't take any vehicles. And I think he won. He got he either won all his competition or he got really high up. So James, I ain't got a clue what you're on about. But yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, he definitely said he didn't take any vehicles. It was a complete non-vehicle army list, and he did really, really well on it. Because I mean, what was it with now? Yeah. It's nice when you see that. I mean, I was looking at the Americans, thinking, well, actually, I could do that as well. Just take a couple of bazookas. I mean, I think they're. I mean, if you took 3 bazookas, I think they're 60 points each. That's still cheaper than a tank, and you can should be able to take out, and they can actually, as we realised after our game, that shape charges blast 2 inches blast. I think for inside builds, so you get like D3 or D2 hits per thing. Oh, Danny, how are you getting these models, mate? Because they're not easy to get hold of. You've got some of the free print some old style ones. Or are you actually going for the actual originals? Because they're not. I mean, just to find them is hard enough, but it's not. Then actually find them where actually they're a realistic price, not a stupid, over the top price. Must be a bit of a hard job for it, for you to find. Because I mean, some of the Titans, just the normal Titans, the warded ones, they're like 20 quid plus, and then they're not in the best of condition, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it does a bit. Yeah, the tank I took. Well, I was supposed to have taken two, but I didn't realise. I forgot about the new rules. But I took a Hellcat, and they're quite cheap. I mean, they're open top, so he was pinning me, but they're they're quite they're quite good. Oh, good recast. Oh, mate. Oh, that's so big. So I'm planning to get I want to find some Terminators for Epic, just so I can actually then do some business. What is my occupation? Okay, I'm a horticulturalist, mate. I work with plants. If that's what you're interested in, but yeah, but yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people are using getting recasts of old models and that, and because it's just the price of the new ones, or not new ones, but the original ones are just stupid prices, real over the top. And there was a couple of channels on YouTube were going about the best recasters, like one from different countries and that, and they were showing the quality of them and the price. It was just a no-brainer. Poison ivy? No, I don't deal with poison ivy, mate. I deal with flowers. Yeah, like pansies and no, just any plants really. I just work in a nursery as a plant factory, so growing lots and lots of stuff. It can be quite relaxing, but yeah, yeah, because I say some of this stuff. I mean, I've looked at a couple of squat models for Epic, and most of them are, they're okay price, but one or two of them, there's one I'd like to get the Cyclops or Cyclones on that, and they're just stupid price. Yeah, I am. I'm not. Yeah, I know poison ivy is, mate, but yeah, I've got a thing. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, the Panzerfaust, that's gone up in points, but that's freaking lethal. I hated that within Rich's army. Green units. Ooh. Anti-tank rifles, light mortars. Just hoping to use lots of. Actually, I've never used a light mortars in it. I mean, they're supposed to be quite, I'll have to see how much they are actually for pointers. Yeah. I mean, what Rich is doing with his elves, he's basically pinning them all onto a cork base for that. So until he then decides what he wants to do, he can do it. But yeah, it's always going like, there's a lot. You really got to be strict with yourself, because what I did was I got like 10 goblins, and I'll then paint all the yellow, and then I'll paint all the green, then I'll paint all the one colour brown, then I'll paint all another colour brown, then I'll paint all the red, and so at the end they're all done at the same time. Then I just wash the lot, and that's it. It's done a lot. I found it was a lot easier if I thought about what I was doing or looked at it with a big pile on the corner. I'd never do it. It's just too much. I would, your brain goes completely. It's just daunting, but it's well worth it. I mean, I love playing the goblins. There's just so much fun. Luke, mate, it's a kind of job that if you like it, you do it. You don't do it for the money. All right, I'll tell you that now. But yeah, and it ain't no gardener's world, put it that way. Yeah, good luck with that, mate. Hope you do well. Yeah, literally, mate. I would literally do, say, 10 goblins, and then do something different. Then go back and do another 10 goblins, and do something different. You soon build up an army, but it does get disheartening when you're just thinking, oh, I've just painted 20 goblins, and that was that's one regiment. I need another 10 regiments. It's like fricking hell. But yeah, I tell you what, I really enjoy if you Kings of War goblins, and if you do feel like a loads and loads of infantry, like I've done, and hardly anything else. When you start putting them on the table, everybody just goes, "How many goblins? How many drops you got?" And you go, "I don't know, 20." I think the game I played last night was 20 drops or something like that. Apparently, it's quite a lot. But the expression you see on people's faces when you put all these goblins down, all these units, they just go, "How many goblins?" And it's just that. And I'm thinking they're just goblins. They're nothing. They're not hard. They're nothing special. But it's just that look on people's faces makes you laugh every time. I mean, Tom, he plays. He runs Exploding Eights. He says every time. I took him up last night, and I was playing. I think, oh god, I'm really poor. I think it is. And Tom goes, yeah, I just love when you put them down. It's just that so many. And the other guy I was playing against had undead. What he had quite a few. He's like, how many? You outdrop me, yeah. He's like, yeah. So you can actually leave. If you take a couple of hard units, you can leave them right to the very last to put down because no one else is going to see them. Um, I've got the Wizzies. I mean, I've actually got one of the Wizards in front of me because I've got to paint one. The little Wizzies. Oh, they're not too bad, man. I don't know if you can actually see that properly because the I don't know, but they actually look better in the flesh. They do pictures of them of those because I got one when the one I've got in front of me here. When you actually look at it properly and you can actually see it close up, if I can. Oh, you can't. There's loads and loads of little details in there. There's like there's this thing here. I can't. That thing there is like a little creature that's popping out from underneath his cloak with a little witch's hat on, and he's got skulls, and there's lots of other little bits and pieces all over it. I mean, they're quite nice actually. The little wizard goblins, the war machines. Depends how you play it. I've got to admit, the goblin sharp stick. No, I call it bolt thrower. It's not. It's a sharp stick thrower, mate. They brilliant. There's 60 points in the game. What's really low. They're hitting on fours. They do D3 hits for every hit you get, and a piercing 2. So they really can mess with. They're hit and miss. Or if you want to be just funny, the more pup launchers. The whole idea of just throwing puppies through the air, shooting puppies through the air, in that it's just well funny. Oh yeah, I did have much. Sorry, I had a really good game last night. That I've got 2 wingets. Actually, I've got 2 wingets down here, but what I've got to pay up. And I brought one. I wasn't ever going to get one because I don't really want them then. But Tom goes, "Oh no, mate, they're really really good and all stuff like that." So I bought the model, stuck it again, went, "Oh, I really like that." So I went and bought another one. So I've got 2 of them to paint up. Haven't got a clue how I'm going to use them in the game though. So it'll be the thing. But they just look nice. The whole army just looks nice. The wingets. I mean, I've got to get a slasher, big old BC thing apparently at some point, just to get to finish the army off. But I'm not going to bother with the stone throwers uh, and that because they hit on 5s, I think, and that's just too high. Some of you is too airless. Do you have some air fans there? Air fans? No. Yeah, that's what I thought of doing for that. Something in the eye, sky in the eye kind of thing, where you can. It allows your war machine that is indirect or not indirect, like the more pup launcher and the rock throwers, to be elite. But I don't know. I'm not going to use them yet, to be honest. Just saying, mirrors. Um, I, I mean, you've seen my armies and that. I mean, the one I took last night, I tweaked slightly, and it was 4 hordes, 2 rabbles, um, 2 mincer regiments, 1 mincer troop, 2 fleabag units, 3 bolt throwers or shotstick throwers, and then 2 wizzies, one with Bane Chant, one with Bane Chant and Mind Fog and a telescope, so he's casts height 3 when he's casting. What's really good, because you can keep him behind a unit so you don't get his buck shot off like I've done in the past, but you can still shoot back. A bigot, because he gives all your sharp sticks guys vicious, was brilliant. And Tony, it's not Tony Stark, but I keep saying Tony Stark because of that. But the King with the upgrade, and 2 flaggots, because the flaggots give you Strider. What it lets you, when you're charging, you can know it train. What's so freaking good. It has helped me out so much. I've got to try the light mortals, mate. Because someone said they reckon. Yeah, that Matt, I would, but the only trouble with the luggets is the price, because I think they're resin or are they metal? I'm not sure, but I think they're not in plastic. If they were in plastic, I would have got something. It's one of the units I'll be buying last. So it's like, oh, when I got some spare cash, I can get a big enough mob together, because I want to get. I think you can have one lot. It's a horde of luggage, and I think it's a special unit, and I want to do that. So because yeah, they are. I think they're crushing 1 or 2, but they hit on 4 instead of 5s. So yeah, they do look pretty nasty. I just haven't got any yet, to be honest. So I thought about trying them instead of the one of the mincers, to be honest. But then the mincers they are nice. I mean, they've got a 6 armor 6 on the front, and 21 plus D6 attacks when they go in, and they got crush 1 and thunderous 1. So yeah, they do well. I mean, and because they got defense 6, every targets them, but they can take a bit of a hit if you're lucky. And within the other one, it's a troop of them. You can have can be in a special unit got ensnared, where that's just nasty. -1 to hit. So someone comes along with some big heavy guys and go, oh, hit on 3's good. Now you hit on 4's now. It just reduces that damage by quite a bit. I mean, I took one last night, but I never actually got to use it because he shot it off the table with Belfast catapults. What I was really lucky against, because quite a few games, rounds, he missed. He just didn't do anything with the Belfast. So then all of a sudden he went bang. It was like it really did the damage on them, unfortunately. But yeah, no, they were quite good. But I do like the luggets. I mean, I say after the goblins, I've got to do a tank, and then I will have to start doing the epic, or else I'll never get it done. Yeah. The only trouble with the mincers, they only move 5, right? But then they move the same speed as the goblins. I just thought they're just funny. I mean, I really do think they're good. I mean, the best thing about the chariots, to be honest, is they're not affected by phalanx. You know, they don't get the thunderous charge, but then I don't think they've got thunderous charge. But they're not classed as cavalry, so they don't get the -1 to hit. But I got both now. Well, I've got both now. I've got the mincers and I've got some chariots for the army. So I would like to say I like which one I prefer, but I haven't tried the chariots yet. So, but I just like this idea of the mincers, some freaking steam engine freaking thing pumping up, going forwards with a big old drill on the front, just mincing stuff up. But it's the Saver 6, mate. The 6 big shield stuff on the front really help. Every time it goes, oh god, they got Saver 6. It's like, yeah, but it's a 21 attacks they get when they go in. Really, and because they hit on 4s as well, not 5s like everything else of the Goblin army, they really can do the damage. And they were -16 as well, so they can't be wavered. They're either there or they're dead, kind of thing. So yeah, it's well worth it. With the chariots, I'm a bit different, but I am painting up a load of chariots just so I've got a different range in the army. So I'm not constantly taking the same armies from we're battling, so it's something different to see on the channel. Now, what you're doing is you're thinking of Rich, mate, not a mincer goblin. Is a different to a mincer, all right? Yeah, you're thinking of Rich in his pink penny now. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've got one of the chariots I've done is I think I'll show you actually. It's only behind me. Just so I can make it a little, so it looks a bit different. Is if I can find the damn thing now. Ah, there we go. Where a normal chariot, the front is just like wooden straps going across, and that. What I did with my one is I took the shield that goes with the mincer and put it across, and I just stuck some spare spears on the back to just look at, to it's just a slightly different, just so I can know, I don't get confused, like, oh, that's the king. And I will at some point either make up a king out of bits and pieces, or because I did make up another bigot just out of some bits and pieces, with putting a stick out his back and that. But then after I did it, I thought, you can only take one bigot with the aura for what gives them vicious. So I thought, after I made it up, so I thought, oh, I'll take 2 of them in the army, but you can only make 1. So I was going to either use that one as the king, or I was actually going to buy the king model and stick him on the back of the actual chariot, just so he looks a bit cooler, so it looks a bit more special than just a normal chariot. I haven't played any small than 50mm games with the chariots, but they do. I think they when you've got them on the table, because I'm gonna do enough chariots and Fleabag riders, so it's just like cav and chariots just running forward, completely probably useless. Not going to win a single game because I ain't going to clue what I'm doing, but it'll look nice. So yeah, but yeah, but yeah. So that's what I've planned with the chariots and that. Just looking at, I mean, I've got loads of the war pups or flea bags, because you get loads when you get your ambush box. If you don't make them as chariots, you make them as mincers, you get 4 spare of these, and that's enough to basically make a troop of freaking more pups. And I've got here, so you have tons of them left over. As I've got literally a freaking pile of them there, because I made one big old unit out of it for them already for the more pups. So I'll literally do those as well. But yeah, Chariots and Fleabag Riders is brilliant. I mean, the Fleabag Riders, I mean, they hit on four, always upgrading with bang sticks because it's funny. Because every 6 you roll is classed as 2 hits. Yeah, you take a wound, but hey, they're dead anyway next turn, so it doesn't make much difference. And I forget they got vicious every freaking game. Every game I've went, oh yeah, done that, and I forget again. The damn things have got vicious, and I forget about it. But yeah, I mean, I like Kings of War. I think it's brilliant. I mean, the next game me and Rich are playing will be 2nd edition, and that will be the Eldar against the Nids, and we'll see how that goes. Did I? What was your epic question, mate? I forgot. I can't see this. See the. Ask it again, Danny, because I can't think what you said. But yeah, that's our next game, and I honestly don't know what I'm taking. Yeah, Danny, mate, answer it again because I can't. Uh, oh, sorry, mate, I didn't see that text. God, we're doing. Rich is doing his Eldar, and I'll be doing a Space Wolf one for the first one we do. And I can't remember what points we said it was going to be on that, but that's basically what I'll be doing. Yeah, I mean, you get loads of those little ones, and I basically mixed the base up with the big boys and the little boys to make a reg. And I used put these on little round base or square bases. I put one of these behind every freaking hell, goblin unit if they got a more pup already in them, just so I can throw them out. But yeah, it's well worth it. First time I'm doing for epic, right? It is the wolves. Um, I'm doing the wolves because they're slightly different than normal marines. They're you don't have, if you do a battle company for normal marines, you have your assault, your devastators, your tactical guys, where they literally just have grey hunters. Um, they have great companies, and the great company can be is led by their wolf guard, but the wolf guard can either be in Terminator armor or it can be in normal armor. Um, I was going to do Terminator armor, then I realised I ain't got any Terminators. I thought I had, but I must have lost them over the years. I was going to do that, thought it would look a bit different. Then I've taken a load of, what do you call it? Blood cores as well, because they want to jump packs, and they get bonuses if I remember rightly for combat. And also the blood cores are on the land speeders and on the bikes, and they all get the same bonus. So it's done that. I think I've taken a Thunderhawk, but it's the very first Thunderhawk, and if you've ever seen the first epic Thunderhawk, it's a brick. Right? There's nothing about it. It's a brick with wings. It doesn't look like a Thunderhawk. You'll look at it and go, what the frick is that? And it literally is a brick. I think it's got a little castle thing on it, like a, I can't call it a castle, when you got the bricks that go like that on it. And then but yeah, it's just a fine brick. But yeah, I've got a couple of companies those and some that, and I will be taking the Warlord Titan for when we, because what we're doing is starting small. They will start to build it up bit by bit by bit to get us used to playing the game again. And the last game we will have a Warlord Titan. Yeah, yeah. It looks like a bit. I think it's 50 points in the game, Well, it's not a lot because you can carry quite a few men as well. Actually, I think you can carry a support card of men. So oh, well, I'm closing the door because my noisy kids are back now. Oh god, peace and quiet's gone. So yeah, but yeah, no, it's a nice little force. We've got like 2 battle companies. Yeah, well, I was going to take warlords and warhounds, but Rich would like to see a warlord. So but yeah, I do prefer the warhounds. But I couldn't find the support card for them because some of the special cards I can't find it, so I didn't take it on. But they would be when we go up a scale. They'll be the next add-ons because I managed to get quite a few of those, and they got them for quite cheap actually for the prices for them. But yeah, I do like the the Warhound Titans. I've those and the Reaver, to be honest. The actual Warlord is probably my least favourite. I like the Reaver Titans. I like the Warhounds. I mean, the Reaver, I think the reason I like that is there's a couple of sketches where there's like one, and there's a valley like that, and it's got one leg there and one leg there, and it's just basically God in the valley, and it just looks so cool. And it's got the rocket launch on the top and the 2 arms out, and it's like, yeah, they do look, they are nice. I mean, I managed to got 1 or 2, but I haven't got the one with the rocket launchers because I looked at that one. It's like, okay, it must be every bugger's out there's favourite because it's the one that costs more than anything else. But they do look good. They do look really good. So yeah. I mean, I would like to, in the end, get the Titans all stripped, painted, and have a proper Titan battle with them. Against, I mean, it'll be against Eldar because we haven't got any other Titans like that. You know, for this get thing. But yeah, I mean, I remember having a couple of games against a friend. When it first came out, and we was Eldar against Imperial, and it was just so much fun trying to shoot up the pissing Eldar. Because if they stay still, fine, they don't get much saves. But if you start moving them, it's like, oh, their shields come into play. And it's like, oh god, you miss everything. But yeah, but no, that's what we'll be doing. I mean, we will be doing the an epic, and it will be Titans and that, and then I will eventually get my squats done. Oh, mate, that'd be nice. Yeah, I mean, I've got squats. I've got lots of little bits. LD. No, but yeah, so they'll be. I'll do the space walls. I want to get the squats done because some of them are still on their sprues. Well, actually, most of them are still on their sprues, but you don't see a lot of them. You don't. I mean, there's a couple of guys who've got squats and that, but they just look nice. All right, that's Alistair. Yeah. Hi, mate. Yeah, and I've got the models I like for the squats. There's a couple of models they came out later. You got like the big cannon, and there's like a anti-aircraft gun. I just don't like the models, so I haven't got those. And the only one I wanted to get, well, I couldn't get because I'm not paying some ridiculous amount of money, was the Cyclops or something, the one with the massive long cannon on it, because it was just, I saw it on eBay, and I saw, look, that's the one, mate. I have land trains. Yep, got land trains. I've got a couple of those, and I'm Ethereum. Okay. But yeah, I got the land trains, but I didn't get the Cyclops. It's just too expensive. Yeah, press help. Not press help. Press like. Yeah, but then, mate, they would, the ones I've seen have been going for stupid money. I mean, that'll be funny. The model's only this big. I mean, it's not like a freaking great thing, you know. It's like that. I mean, and the other normal ones are like going for 20 quid a piece. Yes, how can I help? And to be honest, I wasn't willing to pay the price not for that. No matter how much I want of it, no way am I paying 20 quid for a model that's the size of a freaking paint thing, you know. But yeah, I mean, there's one or two I've seen that not too bad. Yeah, I'm British, mate. Why? And you are? Oh, don't worry about it. Actually, my daughter likes cooking, so but she's just got back from her tea, so there's no way she's gonna cook now, not for me, because she's a lazy toad. But yeah, she does most of the cooking in the house. If no, she kicks me out of the kitchen. But the only trouble is I got to tidy up afterwards because she's a messy shit as well. But to be honest, I'm okay because I've got packs of biscuits and a big bag of crisps behind me somewhere, so I'm okay for the moment. And then my tea's in the oven anyway. Yeah, and it's a proper mug. Let's see, Bugman's mug. She got that when we went up to Nottingham. When I think it was Rich's 40th, so it's well back. I picked one up, and when I came back, I went to the kids, don't touch my mug. You never touch this mug. You break this mug, and I'm gonna have to go all the way back up to Nottingham to get another mug. And I would as well, just to get me mug, because it's my mug. Mm. But yeah, actually, that's probably the only reason I'll go up there now. Apart from, well, go to Games Workshop. You know, you've been twice, but there can't be much more to do. Morning. But yeah, yeah, I got to I want to go up to Nottingham just to go to Mantics and to go to Warlords, to be honest, at some point. But don't know when I'll have to do that. It's a long haul drive up there, and that's but I might have to do it. I might have to do 1 year go to Warlords Open Day, I think, because that's supposed to be really good. Everybody said that who's gone said it's really good as well, worth doing. It's just getting off my arse and organising it and going. But yeah, but hey, I've talked tons at the moment. So I know Danny's saying what he's painting. What's everybody else up to anyway? Because that's a bit thing. Oh my god, Danny. Yeah, like so. Or it's like putting money away for your pension, mate. Because when you retire, you could always sell it, and you'll get your money back tenfold. So yeah, it's a pension pot. I'm that's what I'm calling it now. I'm calling it my pension pot. Yeah, but I mean, I've seen some guys do 3D printed stuff and that, and it's like, oh, but I mean, some prices I know I've got to pay over a bit more than I would like, but sometimes when you see because they're so rare coming up certain models, they are a lot higher. I mean, if I saw the Cyclops same price as the other big castle on wheels, then I wouldn't think twice. I'd get one. But what I've seen so far is it's like 3 times the price. Got you on my mute. Ah, yeah. That's okay. Yeah. Uh, yeah. I would, mate. Tell it's that. Goblins repainting the Pocket Orc bust I sculpted a few years. Oh, mate. Oh, you sculpted a bust. You got to put that online. does my dog's butt smell nice? No, mate, it's a fucking dog. Of course it doesn't smell nice. And don't go smelling its butt. Why would I want to smell a dog's butt? I mean, Christ's sake. Right, that's his toy out the way there. Love your mug. Bolt action question. How do you write your Vickers light tanks? I've been waiting to get a couple of the Vickers light tanks. I really enjoyed it. Well, in the last edition, I think they were really well. They did really quite well, indeed. I think they just look cool. In the new rules, I haven't tried them yet, but the one with the light autocal would have thought would be quite good, and they're just cheap. But I'm waiting for what they say the fast. Well, in the German book, if the tank's fast, it can move like it's a wheeled vehicle speed wise. So I'm hoping the little light tanks get that, because that'll be really good. I'm missing all these things now. Oh God. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I do like the Vickers tank. Yeah. Put on a. Mate, gotta put on is anybody who does anything like that, makes a bus or stuff like that. To me, well, I ain't got the skill, so whatever someone does is always good. Mate, I would love to go to there. It's literally just arranging and trying to find the time. That's my problem, to be honest. I'm actually am quite keen to go up there, because I've seen a couple of guys made videos when they've gone up there, and it looks really nice. I mean, they show you everything, like the casting and all that. Oh, for God's sake! Yeah, hi. Yeah, mate, just. But yeah, I mean, I know they did one of those. They say, "How's the easiest way to shut up a gamer?" And they gave him tanks to freaking pound. How long have I been on? Oh, Christ, I've actually been on here for a fucking hour. Do you know, this shows when Rich is here, I don't get a word in edgeways. So I can actually talk. Yeah. This is, Spanners tonight. Yeah. You're always going to get some idiot. just encourage them to use their data up and whatever they want to do. But yeah, I would like to go up there. I mean, to be honest, I'd like to go one day. I mean, I don't know if, like, theirs is a Saturday. No, he's too lazy for that. And then go Mantics or something, if Mantics are open on a Sunday, just to pop in there and stuff. But I just know I'd come back skint. Yeah, if I went up there, I'd have to leave my wallet and everything at home, because I'd just go up there and I'd just come completely skint. You know, you walk in there and you go, oh, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that. But the question about the Vickers, I got my Vickers on eBay 3D printed, and I think the more you brought, the cheaper it got with them. And I don't think they were that much, actually. I think they were about a tenner a tank, if that. So I got, you know, I got enough to actually do it by to make a few for the one of the campaigns when we was in the campaign. So yeah, the Vickers. I say, go on eBay, mate. I just typed in eBay Vickers 28mm tanks. I think it was, all bolt action size tanks. And it came with a company I saw, like, because I bought one just to see what it was going to be like, and I went, oh, actually, this is really nice. So then I just went and brought a couple of the others, the different types and that. So yeah, they look fun on the game. Do look fun, I think, because they're only Armor 7. They're not open topped. They were cheap, and so they can't take small armor. But we can get loads of them. Um, Danny, that's a lot to get done, mate. I mean, I'm not be funny. If you don't get your elder done, and that's all that matters, you're getting your elder done. Where are you from? I'm from Blackburn, Lance. Okay. But yeah, just get your elder, mate. Don't worry about my chaos force. I mean, as long as you've got your force ready for it, that's what matters. But yeah, but no, Bolt Action's good game. Kings of War's good game. Uh, Second, good game. I mean, the third edition we're doing a bit of a special one. Ideal. I have to look at that, mate. Mate, you should do it the other way around. Make your elder at the top of your list, so you've got more models to play with. It makes it. You're doing all this hard work. At the end of the day, you've got to make sure you've got yours to play with, so you can enjoy it. You know, it's like when you're doing everything for everybody, other bugger. In the end, you're thinking, "Oh, for Christ's sake, you never have time for your own stuff." But yeah, make sure you're doing your elder for yourself, mate. Don't worry about getting the chaos stuff done. I mean, I know. I mean, what you have done looks freaking brilliant. Oh, and as soon as it comes out, we'll be putting that on the channel, left, right, and centre. At least not pretty pink like the freaking new freaking chaos. I mean, they might be nice models, but pretty pink. Could have done something a bit different, but yeah. But I mean, yeah, get yours done, mate. I would, really would. Well, I might be funny, mate. When you get your elder, they'll be seen on the channel as well because we'll make sure of it. Because if you're bringing them down, we'll do some proper close-up shots of those, and well, hopefully get another battle report filmed while you're down here. Like we did, live one again. So yeah, because I've got to make some more scenery for that as well. It's not nostalgic color scheme. Like the pink came out in third third edition, I think it was. They're originally purple, not pink. Yeah, some of them do, but I do like the new. Well, I say I like the Noise Marines um, backpacks. They got the little speakers, and I was looking for something like that the other back, and I just couldn't find any. Oh, because I thought you can have Noise Marine Terminators. And I thought, yeah, but I don't want spikes on the back. I thought it was speakers, and I thought the actual chaos sprue up for the vehicles used to have them, but they don't. So I'm gonna have to look. There's bound to be some going later on the eBay for just to get a couple of those to put on the top of the Terminators instead of the spikes as speakers to make them a little bit noise marine and get a proper gun for them. I mean, they're expensive as hell in the game, but it was just funny that they sat in the back with um, acid or acid blaster. I thought it did, and I couldn't see it on. Well, I thought I had a Chaos Command's vehicle, but I couldn't see it. Yeah, but they haven't got little. That's fine saying that, mate, but they haven't got little demon speakers, have they? That's the bit I was wanting, but then it's one of those projects where I'll get the bits and I'll put it to the side, and I'll probably sit there for 10 years until I actually start doing it because I'm just too lazy, or I'll get frustrated with it. But yeah, I mean the new models are nice, but I don't know why they went all pink. I just wish they'd done something a bit more glam metal. You know, the old hair metal style paint jobs on it. Right to me, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can, and it's pretty. I think running people over is pretty deadly, but they're just cheap, mate. Yeah, metallic a bit. I mean, I've sent Danny some noise marines, and it's the ones, and I've seen different people paint with lots of different styles. I've seen one paint that some paint up as like a kiss, and some proper glam metal, some really like death metal kind of stuff. I mean, to be honest, the models are so good. Whatever style you paint, they just look good. You know, where some models you paint and it shows like ugh, but those ones they just like you can paint whatever kind of color scheme you like. They always look really good. Ah, was it? Oh, the Apocalypse Command Sprue. That will be our bugger to find. Painting green models do Vickers tank. Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, I'm army of Vickers, mate. It's fucking brilliant. But I mean, I like my I like my Bren carriers. Rich hates them, but they are open topped. So the Brems, where the Vickers aren't. Um, and now tanks, the machine guns are half the shots, but I don't think it really matters. It's just a good little. If they're cheap, who cares? You know, they're not going to take damage from small arms fire. And have loads on the table because they're bound to be cheap as chips on them. They're not going to be expensive. But yeah, that's all right. But no, well, that's not too bad at all. Actually, I've literally painted two models. Rich goes, "Oh, you'll get loads of painting done." I thought, "No, I won't." Yeah, that's a very early Vickers, I think, the one with the two turrets. They later got scrapped, and it got down to one turret with a LMG and a MMG, I think, in it, and then you had another one with a light auto cannon and LMG. I mean, the light auto cannon is really quite nice little tank actually, but they're all pretty good. I mean, it's like is it the the A10 or A9? Oh crap! And that one's got two turrets on the front, or as like a on the hull. So you've got two LMGs, I think it is, and then you had another LMG in the main turret, or you could put a howitzer in the main turret, so you got quite a lot of shots out of those. But yeah, I mean, but they were the early tanks. So later in the war, they were just getting shot off by anti-tank rifles, going through them. But I mean, the anti-tank rifle now, I think they've increased the range of that as well, so it's a little bit better on that. And then there's no penalties for shooting at long range. So yeah, it's ideal on them. But yeah, just having those little tanks on the tables is quite funny. But I'm literally will when I start painting up the my new tank, I got to paint up the Hellcat, and then to be honest, yeah. Well, to be honest, the only thing that I needed to get done, or I had to get done, were these guys for Kings of War Siege, because I wanted to get them done just to put on the castles. They look quite cool. The goblins and stuff like that. I want to get them done. They were for my challenge, but I had to change it for get the actual Kings of War stuff done. So yeah, it did slow me down a bit. Are you going out? You staying in, big baby? But yeah, it's okay. So much to do though. That's it, the A9. Yeah, I couldn't remember it was the A9 or the A10. Too many numbers. But yeah, that's in the last edition. That was a really good tank. I didn't really use it like that because we were doing the campaign for the books. A lot of the armies didn't have them in, so I didn't actually get to use it like that. But I've got one. I've got one painted up for that, and I've got the A10 as well to that. But I think my favourite tank for bolt action for the desert has got to be the Crusaders. I just like the look at them. They just look nice. So, they're nothing special, but they look nice, and in that I've got a priest, as you know, but I would for the Americans. I was thinking about getting I've got to get this right. It's either the Grant or the Lee. I can't remember which one the Americans had, but one of those two, just because I want something different. It looks. I know it's it's a tank, but they didn't use it that much when they went to Europe. I don't think, but if I do the desert, I want to use it in the desert just to give it as a bit more. It's just not another Sherman. So it's something a bit. Oh, that's a look a bit different on a tabletop. I mean, I will have to get a Sherman or two for Europe, and see if I can get them blown up quickly and catch fire. But no. Yeah, that's all right. So, Rich watches later. So remember, Rich was here. You'll understand when he sees that. He'll understand why. The Wookiee. But yeah, but no, yeah, it's just, and Warlord are bringing out more and more vehicles. Like they've also brought a couple of more German ones out, so it looks like they're going to be bringing out a bit more of the rare ones. So I'm hoping. I mean, I don't have a really odd tanks or if the British or stuff like that. I mean, I've got two Churchills painted. I've got another Churchill to paint up, and I've actually got one with that makes a bridge. I've got it so it was they had a sale. Yeah. I don't think they put out two because they put out one because I'm sure when the vehicle shoots, it's classed as one. I see that, mate. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They didn't. Yeah, some of the tanks were pretty ugly, but no, I like the Challenger, mate. I think not the Challenger, the Crusader, Crusader 3 with it, and I just think it looks a nice tank. It looks like a tank, even though it apparently broke down quite a bit, but it looks like a tank. And what I like now is the Tank Museum are done a load of little programs where they're putting right the myths about tanks, where there's like, oh, the British hated this, the British hated that, or the Americans hated this, Americans hated this, or it always broke down, blah blah blah. And they've gone back and looked at things again and said, oh, actually, the German tanks broke down in the desert just as much as the British tanks did, or the reason the British liked the Sherman wasn't because it had more space inside for them to move around, so it wasn't so hot, and lots of little bits like that where that's always good. But yeah, I mean, we were behind making the tanks, but then at the end we got the Cromwell. What's the cruise? I like the Crusader for the desert, and I like the Cromwell for Europe. There's a book, and I think it's called, oh God, Troop Command or something like that. Yeah, they were. Yeah, apparently they were called. I'm sure it's called Troop Command. I've got but it's a story. It's not a story actually. It's a diary kind of thing of a guy who was a tank commander, and it starts off when he joins the army as a really young lad because his dad was fighting in North Africa. Um, he goes there. Ah, and Tommy gets there. His dad had been captured, and then but you start reading the book, and it sounds almost like an Indiana Jones story kind of description. Then he gets to where he's supposed to be, and he's actually in charge of a load of trucks and that, and the stories he's telling, he's not telling the stories about how he's shooting people, killing that. It's none of that. It's literally between the action of it. And there's one bit where he said he's in the end he ends up Colonel Short. He ends up in charge of a troop of Cromwells, and the Cromwell was actually quite a fast tank. They actually put a restrictor on it to make it slow because they thought it was too fast, and that for him. So he was saying where they basically went over for a hedge, not realised on the other side of the hedge was actually a German army with loads of 88s and light vehicles and stuff like that. And they basically, there's only three of them, so they kind of went, oh, fuck, we're in the wrong, we're in the shit here. And they literally boot it and just let rip with everything they've got, boot it around, and they jump a ditch. And when they said the ditch was 20 foot wide ditch in a tank, they jump it. Because you've got a ramp, they go up and jump there. He said they went first and they made it easily. They said the second tank made it, but not as clear as the third. And they were a bit worried about the third because the third one was slightly heavy or slightly slower. But it made it. And they all three basically jumped this 20-foot ditch and got past. And later on in the book, they realised why his tank was so quick than the other guys was they went up the road later in the book, and there's I'd say I'm not sure what gun it was, but it was a light anti-tank vehicle kind of gun. Started shooting at them, so they backed off out of sight, and one of the guys got out of the pack and went, "Oh, that looks strange." Called his mate out, the commander, and he came out and goes, "Oh, that looks strange." And the actual tank where the actual shots had gone in was sticking out he said it looked like a porcupine, like a hedgehog. And later on, the guy who belongs to the wherever it is, the log books or something like that, came along and said, "Oh," looked at the number of their tank and went, "Oh, your tank is you might want to go back and change your tank because your tank is a training tank and it hasn't got hardened steel armor." But they said, "No, it's got us this fault. We're keeping it." And actually, at the end of it, all the guys in the tank actually made it through the war. They all survived the war in the end. Not all necessarily all together, but they all survived. But yeah, it's cool. It's just called Tank. It's only a small, short book, well worth reading if you like. It's just well worth reading, to be honest. I mean, some of the things he said what happened to him, where you just wouldn't believe it. Where he said he was going down the road in a jeep, and there was all these soldiers on either side. And then he said he looked over and the driver in the jeep had his head down like this, and he's like, "What?" And then he realises the soldiers on the side are all in grey uniforms. And he didn't realise that they were just driving through a column of German soldiers, and the German soldiers didn't really realise it was all like what kind of thing until a couple realised and they started shooting. They just booted it, and he went back and reported that about these soldiers. But you read it, it's like you're thinking, my God, how the hell? And then you realise how old they were. They were like 19, 20, and he got promoted. And he said he thought, brilliant, I got promoted. But then you realise is that the only reason he got promoted was because some of his mates who he trained with got killed, and that's the only reason he got promoted up to be camp commander. Because that's why. Yeah, yeah, mate. The Crusaders are nice. I mean, I took the anti-aircraft version one. Sod the aircraft. Brilliant for taking out men. It's shot. He's got two like auto cannons on it. But yeah, but no, there's some good little books. I mean, there's I haven't. I can't remember his name now. There was a guy who used to do some probably little history program. That's where I heard about the story about the tank commander, and he said out the book. So I actually went out and looked for the book and got it and managed to find it online and actually got it and actually started reading. But yeah, it was proper good little book, actually, well worth reading. And the guy, the reason he released his book is because once he retired, he was at home. His wife and his daughter went in the attic and found all his stuff he'd written out, and basically published it, made it into a little book, and it got published. That's why it got done. But yeah, it's well worth looking for. Yeah, it's a good little book. I mean, I haven't got it actually in here. I think I say that. No, I haven't. I don't know where I put it to us. But yeah, if I'll have to dig it out and actually put it online, put it on the actual Facebook page, and say, look, this is a good little book to get your hands on and read. But yeah, I mean, it's about the Second World War, how he went through it all and that. But yeah, good little book, proper good little book. I mean, it take no time at all to read, and but yeah, it's nice. It's just amazing how he got in. He got in trouble for shouting, bawling out his commanders. We're not gaming tonight, unfortunately, because he's away. But we are next week doing the second edition. Is it the final? The final of and it's Eldar against Nid's second edition. So there'll be 2,000 points, and I think we said 2,000 points and 100 points on war gear or biomorphs. We said so. It's going to be a big one. I ain't got a clue what I'm taking though. Really don't for that. But yeah, that's what it's going to be. 2,000 points, and I think we're spending 100 points on war gear and biomorphs and that, and Eldar against Nids. So I'm pretty sure I know the outcome because Nids are just filthy at any point, and 2,000 is just going to be completely nasty. I mean, God knows how I'm going to stop them. I think we did discuss what mission we're doing, but I can't remember what it was. I think it might be just an outright kill or something like that. But then after that, we're not sure what we're going to do for second. After that, we're either going to try and think of like a campaign thing, or some special scenario. So like one could be outnumbered or not outnumbered, or just something. We're going to have a proper sit down and actually have a think of what we want to do, or what people want to see. To be honest, because it's whatever you do is we want it to be entertaining. So if anybody could think of what they would like to see in second, and if we've got it, we'll try and do it. Like, would you like to see a scenario where, I mean, which was like one where you're a load of Terminators on a hill and they're surrounded and they're getting like blasted. Campaign at least. Well, I kind of thought of one like that because it doesn't have to. It can be either a space hulk or an underground bunker. So it's like you get to the main doors and you blow the doors in. The first battle's invading the camp, get to the doors and blowing them up, then getting inside. And then you got an underground base where you could play a space hulk on that quite easily, or because I would like to be able to get in one of the White Dwarfs. There's rules for Space Marines in Space Hulk. It's not Terminator, it's just Space Marines. And just see, after we've done a couple of Space Hulk ones, do that just to see how funny it is and how much you laugh. Yeah, I've got a chance to talk now, mate. So, you're not here. You're not interrupting me. Not making cups of tea. No, I don't want to see that. That's not nice. 6 War Walkers and with scatter lasers and 3 dreadnoughts and 20 rifle. I tell you what will go against that. Nothing. Because Wraithguard are well underpointed. They're filth, and more filth, like Eldar are. They're just filth. Because they got a 4+ save. Because they get knocked down and they get back up again. Yeah, I know you. Yeah, but he's not allowed to field it, right? No, so don't suggest things like that because he will want to field it, and there is literally nothing I can do to stop it. There's plenty of campaigns for second ed release. I don't know if there is actually. After Rich will know more than that. He's the second ed guy. I'm not. I got more into it later on. Yeah. We did find that with some armies, the smaller the points, the worse they are. Now, Space Force aren't filthy, mate. They're quite clean. Yeah, they wash it regularly. Eldar are just scum. They're just filth. I mean, I don't take loads of assault cannons. And that's the only way they can do it. I mean, I haven't made my dreadnought yet with 2 assault cannons. I'm going to have to one day, just to put them down and go there. But then you say that a dreadnought with 2 assault cannons against a unit of Wraith God, the Wraith God will win. No space. They're not a dirty army. They're not. They're not a dirty army. Eldar are dirty. Nids are dirty. We can tell that because they're on top of the book. I've never been a Tau. No, the models are nice. The whole, the greater good kind of thing. It just doesn't appeal to me. Actually, not that many. I don't think. Really, don't think I've actually beaten them that many times. I might beat them more with the Space Wars I have with the Marines, only because Marines are crap in second. I mean, when you look at a Marine, it's 30 points, and you look at a Wraith God, that's 35. The Wraith God will win every time. There's no hands down. You know, it's nothing. There's no way they'll not win. Yeah, they are. It is broken. I've got a cat and a dog here, giving both the evils, and I know they're going to start in a minute. Right, go on, there we go. God, but yeah, it's a bit hard, I think, to make a filthy list for Space Wolves, and well, it's not hard if you can make a filthy list, but you wouldn't win with it if you like a person knows that if an Eldar player makes a filthy list and a Space Wolf player makes a filthy, the Eldar will win, hands down. You know, it's not. It's a no-brainer. You know, the Marines in my book, for second, they're just not what a Marine should be. You know, the other armies are Eldar and Nids are just way harder than Marines. If you did a horrible list, then yeah, if Rich decided, I'm going to do a nasty Eldar or a nasty Nid list against my Marines, and yeah, it'd whip the floor with me every time. I always play nice. I don't go beardy unless it's guard now, and that's because he told me to. He said I had to fill that army now on with the 6 sentinels and loads of men. That's not my fault. Yeah, but yeah, oh, if Rich took us, I mean, I knew he was taking Wraith Lords the other game, and I took a Soul Cannon, and they just didn't touch him. Even Lascans won't do it because he's always going to be knocked down and knocked back up. Yeah, yeah, you throw enough shots at a Sentinel and they will go down. I mean, that's how Rich did it in the end. But that's why in later editions they put them with enclosed armor, and made them look better. You know, it's like Elder jet bikes. Elder jet bikes are brilliant, but if you put enough shots on them, you're going to hit the driver and kill it that way. You know, they don't get anything special about it. I mean, at least with a Space Marine bike, you've got a decent, you've got a save, but it ain't that way. That, you know, if you're shooting with something, it's always got like a minus to it. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the vehicles that are exposed crew are just you just shoot the hell out of them. You know, you just hope they're cheap enough to be able to take enough of them for that. But say, I mean, we will be looking at it and thinking, right, what we can do for second later on. Third's quite easy for us because there's loads of missions, literally loads and loads of missions in the book, and later on, King's War has always got different things. King's War's always got new, got missions and stuff like that. I mean, we are going to do a siege. See how that goes. We haven't actually seen one of those on the table, and we've actually thought about doing like ambushes because we just so Rich can actually get some stuff on the table. No, I think there was only one. I think, and that was the Dark Angels one, or the or Chaos. Sorry. Book, but yeah, there wasn't. Yeah, there was hardly any. It was later on, until later on they actually started bringing out proper campaign books. So really got into. I mean, third had a couple. You got the they weren't campaign. Let's say campaign, but you had the Armageddon and 13th Dark Crusade books. They were quite nice little books. They didn't have them. I can't remember if they had actually missions in them. They just had little armies. In those, but no, but yeah, nothing else. Those are pretty good. I mean, they've good. Well, like I said, we've thought about using seeing if we can adapt missions from later books into second, or I haven't put it past Rich yet, and I'll just grab some. If anybody can actually remember these kind of things, the cards that they brought out where you got little missions on each one of these cards and that. Yeah, Storm Adventures was I think was the only one, mate. That was for the second. And that's the Chaos one on that one. But I think that's the only one they did. But we've got, I've got a stupid amount of these because every time they brought a new codex, not codex, a rules book out, you've got later on you got these strategy cards, and that we played a couple of games with them when at the time. But I've got loads. I mean, I've got so many. I've got some I haven't even opened because Games Workshop were a bit of a dick, not put it politely, where they go, "Hi, here you go. There's the White Scars. We've got the pack of cards to go with them." And then literally within a month, they didn't sell them anymore. And so if you didn't buy them there and then, you were screwed. You had to get them there. So I started buying them almost as soon as they came out, thinking, "Oh, I won't do this. I might do that on me. I'll get them now." Yeah, mate. I've got I can't remember these are 8, 7. I've got quite a few of the editions of these cards. I mean, some of them aren't even actually. I've never opened them. Yeah, I mean, I've got the Psychic Power ones, still all completely sealed. Never got round to open them because I never. I don't know why actually. I never really opened them, but yeah, I've got quite a few different edition ones of there. But they've got loads of bits and pieces. Yes, second edition battles. Forgot about that. But yeah, I mean, I've got say there's these packs for these are the Psychic Powers, but there's other packs that they give different missions now where we'll give those to. I mean, the one I can't remember what edition it was, but there was Planet Strike. Now that is just a good. I mean, if you get the book and you like that edition it was in, I can't remember which edition it might be. No, it went through. It might be the 4th or 5th. Funny that me and Rich had 1 or 2 games of it and thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a good, funny game where you literally are. You start with your force on the table, and it literally the attacker is literally Planet Strike. They're deep striking everything on the table. I mean, I Rich Blast jumped down a an autark, so it must have been fourth. Yeah, it must have been fourth or fifth then. And he could basically, he's going to melt a bomber building by just blasting him off the freaking off the table before he hit the floor with anti-aircraft guns. But yeah, it's that was a good little thing, the campaign book. I mean, they have done some good campaign books, but second they didn't do many because it was really just starting off. But yeah, I mean, we will think what we're going to do. I mean, it's trying to keep things interesting and not boring, not just for you guys, but for us as well. To be honest, I mean, if you're playing second and you're playing the same mission every time with the same kind of armies all the time, it does get a bit stagnant. It's like, oh yeah, Richie's got Eldar, he'll be taking this, and this, or da. Where we want to kind of do it. Yeah, thanks, Cat. Yeah, show your ass to the TV. Yeah, full screen. Yeah, no one wants to see your ass. But yeah, well, that's what we was thinking. We was thinking about trying third and fourth missions in second, see if we can adapt them. Nah, just to see. Yeah, it wasn't green, thank fuck. Because we're going to vets. God, attention-seeking little shit. Right, but yeah, so we will be trying to adapt stuff for it, but see, make it a bit more different, a bit more fun. I mean, there'll be even like the scenarios when, yeah, just saying hi, yeah, wants attention. If you don't give this one attention, it's freaking tells you up and meows at you. Pain in the butt. But yeah, we will try and adapt stuff, just make things a bit difficult. I mean, I have thought about like because we're doing a siege, I came up with an idea, but I've got to get the scenery, so it won't be for. I don't know if I'll ever manage to get the scenery. Where if you've ever played Total War, like medieval Total War, you take the siege, then you get inside the building. There's like inside the city or the castle, then there's a square, and you've got to get your men into the square to take it. But you've got to go around the roads and stuff like that. So I was thinking of once after you take the siege, having houses and streets and stuff like that, and you're fighting through the streets until you get to the center square where you have to then hold it for a turn or two to win the game. But for Kings of War, and see if we can adapt something like that just for a laugh, to be honest, just to see how it would play. And we thought a couple of little rules for it where we'd have the streets no wider than a regiment. So if you took say a horde like this, it wouldn't fit through the oh, cat. Right, you're going out now. Yep, yes you are. Go on, bugger off. So that you wouldn't be able to fit it down the street because they're too wide. So, I mean, luckily what I've done is just blue tacked mine down, just in case I want to change it. So you then, instead of being like that, you'd be like that. But what you'd do, you'd keep your nerve and your nerve test the same. So if you got a nerve of 1821, it stays 1821, but you'd only get the attacks of a regiment because you can only get that many men at the front until you could get to a bigger space to go like that. So we thought about playing with the idea of that for Kings of War, but it makes a lot more yeah, basically, mate, yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Yeah, but it's basically getting the scenery for that. There's a lot of buildings we'd have to get done, so that would be a very long-term project, a long way away to get there to do for that one. It was just literally a laugh because I like playing Total War, especially I've got medieval one going at the moment. So you've got to get inside, and it's like, well, you could take the siege. Yeah, what happens then? Well, take the city, take the thing properly, get in there, get to the center and take them out. It might be a load of rubbish, but it might be a good laugh and to see how you do it. So it's one of those where if you've got big units, yeah, fine, but if you've got small units, you actually might win the game. Yeah, yeah, something like that. Yeah, I mean, because Richie's got a map where it's you got cobbled streets. I mean, brilliant. The streets are there because you put buildings on there just to make it look good. You know, make it to and work around the buildings once you've got into the city, kind of thing, or into the castle. But yeah, it's just funny little bits like that, just to make it a bit more fun for you guys to watch and actually fun for us to play. Like, and probably argue a lot, but yeah, we want to find different kind of ideas like that. So if we've got the stuff, then we want to be able to use it in different ways. So you're not just seeing the same old, same old, same old again. Um, it's like when you go on YouTube and you go, oh, I mean, I do when I go on Kings of War, and I went, oh, I've seen that army already. I've seen that army already. Oh, I'll flick onto another one. I mean, and if it be, I mean, I've been looking up Night Stalkers because I thought, oh, I haven't seen many of those. So I looked up those and went, oh, Night Stalker, that's a really nice army. And then I'll flick onto it, oh, Night Stalkers again, but it's a different army format. Now I don't mind that. So yeah. No, that's true. Yeah, yeah, they may not make those nice buildings, but they could be the guys attacking. So, but yeah, it's just doing something different, having a bit of a laugh, to be honest. Um, and that's but yeah, that's what I would like to see go on in the future. I mean, Rich has got some ideas as well, what he wants to play around with. It's basically, but if anybody's got any ideas, just throw them out there to us so we can then see if we can do it, see if we can adapt it to make it a bit more fun. Because I mean, you just don't know. You're thinking, well, you watch some things, you're thinking, why the frick did I seek that? You know, that looks brilliant. Why the hell did I do that for it? Or why did I do this and that? Um, Anything like that. I mean, I like making what I call themed armies. So if you do say 40k, you do a White Scar army. There's got to be bikes. You know, I don't want to see a White Scar army where it's all Devastators. That's not, to me. It's not a White Scar army. You know, it's like it's got to be right. I've got Warhammer Total War. I've got the first one. I've literally just bought the second one. And yeah, and they do. They look. They mean that's it. I watched those games. Thinking, yeah, I like that. I mean, the dwarf. I mean, I played dwarfs in the Total War. It's only army you should be playing. But all the castles all like dwarf this, dwarf that. You know, all the and it looks really, really good to be honest. But at the moment, I've just been playing medieval, so I managed to kill off all the French because it's just the way you got to do it. And now I'm just going to go kill all the Catholics in the Pope's army because they basically said I was being horrible by killing people or killing Catholics, and that excited me. So, but yeah, that's what kind of gave me the idea. It's like, oh, got that, and even some of those layouts are different in Total War, where the once you're busting down the wall, the actual squares might be slightly off the side, but the streets are slightly different, and that. So yeah, it's just any kind of ideas like that. We're thinking, that might be a good one. It's just to make things a bit more interesting, make before a laugh kind of thing. Than that. I mean, we wanted to do a bolt action one for where there's more and more in the room, more and more buildings, but it's basically getting it. It's just it's getting the buildings and getting it close, and then it's like, well, I don't want to take tanks into a city, so it would be more infantry, and it would probably mean we take less models because there's a lot more strategy in it and shooting and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just getting the chance to do it. I mean, and playing the games. But once we've got some of these campaigns things out of the way, then we want to kind of have a bit of a play, doing other stuff. I mean, epics, like say Rich wants to do epic big time. I do. I can't remember the last time I played it. I remember it was a good laugh and that. Then I mean, we've done the Gorka Morka, and I got my ass completely whipped on that because he's a jammy sod. So we'll do a some more of that event again. We're going to do Space Hulk and get some stuff on that involved. I mean, just Space Hulk, I mean, once we've done a couple of the basic games, I think we could actually quite then go off and do different races in the Space Hulk. You know, like easily adapted. I would have thought. It's just having a laugh, isn't it? I mean, but if there's any guys, anything you think, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind giving that a go, or I wouldn't mind seeing that, or if you've seen something and you really liked it, and tell us about it, and we'll go look at it and oh, that was good, and we'll try and rip it off and do it better. I say do it better, but we will rip it off and try and do it. Probably worse, but yeah, and that it's just anything. I mean, we won't be doing the new 40k stuff. That's just not for us. Even though I actually have got the Horse Heresy box set, but I actually didn't buy it for the rules. I bought it for the models because I'm a crack junkie, and then I haven't even opened the damn thing yet. But I actually went and bought out more Horse Heresy box, another Horse Heresy box jump pack unit to go with it for one day when I do decide to paint it all up. I can paint it, and then but I was going to literally do those as a 3rd edition army for that. The Barball game. Oh, I might have to look at that one. That's a good point. Yeah, that could be. Yeah, I didn't think of that. I'll have to mention that one to Rich. But yeah, but that it's just getting some ideas really out there and down paper. I mean, even making like silly scenarios like, oh, you're being attacked by Eldar. You're only allowed to take flyer jet bikes. I mean, I remember playing a game in the Games Workshop years and years ago. There was a guy the manager there who used to come up with these lovely scenarios and just told people to turn up and this is what we're doing. And he literally was, they made a valley. At the end of the valley was a bunker. In the bunker, there was a high ranking rattling commander. And down the side of the valley was all these rattlings. And of course, rattlings only get sniper rifles. And it was 2nd edition. So, and the Eldar were attacking it. And they were only allowed to take Vipers and Spikes. And that was it. And of course, Vipers, exposed crew, Bikes, exposed crew. Sniper rifles won't touch the vehicles at all. So you was just shooting and trying to take out the crew before the bikes could get down to the valley and take out the bunker. It was a great little game. Everybody was laughing and just, proper little fun little scenario. There's no winners, no losers, not really, because it was just they just carrying on playing until we basically people got bored or left, or we had to close. He had to close the shop, but he just did that. And it was just so much fun. All right, so now I have to get that one, mate. But yeah, and it's silly little scenarios like that, in games you see. It's just they're just fun. But if anybody's got any kind of ideas like that, throw them, throw them on the site and just give us a shout. We'll see what we can do. And I mean, like I say, once we got to get things out the way, we might think, oh, that's really good. We'll do that. And that because I think with the Kings of War, once we've done a siege, we might actually start on something like an ambush game, and then we'll just add a little bit to it, and add a little bit to it, and add a little bit to it. I mean, Rich is doing his high elf, so he might actually say, right, we're going to just do this. So next month, or whatever it is, next game, I want to be able to add 100 points or 200 points more, and it's basically forcing them to paint it. So you'll see the army grow like they used to do in the White Dwarfs and that. And I could do the same. I could get my arse in gear and get my dwarfs out and start redoing those and go, right, yeah, we go, there's this, and slowly build the army up and make me get it done. And by, within 12 months, you're like, oh, Christ, I've got a 2,000 point army, or 2,300 point army. I can go take that to a tournament, or I can go play that with some friends and something like that. It's putting a bit of pressure on yourself, but not major pressure. It's just like, oh, a unit a month, 20 men a month. It's something like that just to get you going. We thought about doing that as well. But yeah, there's lots of little bits and pieces we're trying to do. Yeah, yeah, exactly, mate. That's it is. It's yeah. I mean, actually, to be honest, we could. It's a bit late for me to do one now, but yeah, doing. Okay, what the hell just happened there? Right, well, something went up and rotten. I just came up flashing that you're live, but I don't know why. Right. Well, I've now been yapping for 2 hours. That's fucking hell. That's more than I've ever managed to talk about that. So I'm gonna have to say good night in a minute because what's it now? Fucking hell, it's 9:30. So and I had my tea, and I see I'm starting to waste away here. But no, guys, it's been actually been quite relaxing actually doing this. I was actually really worried about trying to keep my gob going all this time, but yeah, it's been quite good. I really enjoyed it. I say, please, anything you want to, any ideas, throw them out there for us, because there's only the two of there's two of us trying to think of stuff, and we're not that bright, and so we could do some more. Well, I know you guys put input anyway, but anything you'd think, oh, that will be fun to see, or oh, I know they got this. Can you do that for us? It'd be brilliant. Actually, you're saying that I was actually I had a bottle of beer downstairs, and I was gonna. I thought, oh, I'm gonna sit down and have a bottle of beer. I fucking completely forgot about it. I mean, I don't drink like that anyway, but I got a couple of bottles down, and I've had them there for blimmin' ages, and I didn't do it, and I didn't have to drive or anything tonight, so I could have actually had a beer instead of a freaking cup of coffee. But then you don't want to see me getting drunk because I won't shut up at all. Right, you say that in I think, oh God, was it Road Trader? It might have been Road Trader, but one of the I've definite in the some of the Chaos books when and in one of the White Dwarfs when you made a Chaos Warband, you would roll. Everything was completely rolled, so you didn't even know what. It was a bit weird because if you didn't have the model, just screwed. You would roll the dice to see what race or what creature your commander would be, and then you'd roll. Then, but on some of it, it's like, "Wait, I'm playing Warhammer. Why have I got a bolt gun?" And you'd roll it, and it'd be like, "He's got a bolt gun. He's got this guy." So you could have, because it was chaos, and there was no that you'd have all these different futuristic weapons going in a Warhammer army. It was a real random. It's in one of the White Dwarfs. It's actually pages of it, just you dice rolling to make a warband up or an army and that. But yeah, that could be actually quite funny actually. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They put in the White Dwarf as well. It was like, why has he got? Yeah, because you used to see these models and you're going, well, that's fantasy, but he's got a plasma gun. What the hell's going on there? Or it was literally, yeah, yeah, but yeah, we can. Oh, that'd be quite. Oh yeah, dwarfs getting shot up with bolt guns, or elves being blown to pieces by a battle cannon, or a tank turning up and shooting them all. That'd be quite funny. I'll have to see if I can find that White Dwarf or the book for that. I haven't got the book, but I'm sure it was in a White Dwarf. So I've seen it, but yeah, yeah, just something silly, something because silly little game doesn't take long to film. We can put them out there. Every now and then you just get this stupid little like, what the frick are these idiots doing now kind of thing where I go, oh, I'm going to turn up with 3 giants to take on an army or something daft like that, Jack and the Beanstalk style. Yeah, anything just to for a bit of a kicks and gigs and bit of a giggle kind of thing. Anyway, I did say I was going, so I am literally, guys. Thanks for interacting tonight. That really helped a freaking lot, to be honest, because I was dreading no one talking or no one turning up and me just sitting there like a prize pillock talking to myself. I mean, it's all right talking to yourself when no one else is about, but when you're filming it and it's on there, you do like a complete nana. All right, so good, good morning. No, mate, I'm going. I'm going now. It's not morning for me. Right. Well, I'm going to be off, guys. So tune in next week. It should be for the second edition, and it's hopefully I'll be able to kill some bugs. Hopefully, or if not, I'll try my best not to cry. Right. See you later, guys. Bye.